This is Barbara DeLong, and I painted and channeled the Cosmic Deck of Initiation, which has recently been re-released, along with a handbook that gives detailed instructions on how to use the deck, and most recently, the digital app for those of you who want to use it on your cell phones. Because this is not your ordinary tarot or oracle deck, I thought it important to give you a hint as to the kind of information and material you can get from the deck. While it can, of course, be used for prognostication, its original intent was for those who are on a personal spiritual journey and seeking insight and wisdom that has been carried within for eons of your spirit's journey. The deck enables individuals to become their own master teacher, learning from that which has personally been gathered over time and not following another's teaching or pathway. The spirit's journey is unique unto each individual, so information will always be unique, and the interpretation and application as well will differ. The deck is very personal, and the more you use it, the greater it will serve you. I'm sharing the meaning of one of the cards to give you a hint as to the kind of information they will share with you. For further information, you can go to cosmicdeckofinitiation.com, and the link will follow the meaning of the card. Enjoy and learn. You have drawn the law of free will. This indicates that the reins of life have been taken in hand. Full responsibility for direction and action are yours. You come to the realization of the power within and begin to open to the universe and the potential that is there. By exerting free will, you acknowledge responsibility for all your actions and reactions. The seeds of creation are within this energy. By using this energy, you come into inner power and find inner direction. You are always free to seek alternatives. Just remember that you are also responsible for the consequences of your actions. We all have free will at all times. This means that there is no special outside force sitting in judgment of us or our actions. The spirit within guides to the best of its abilities, but there are times that taking a seemingly wrong turn leads to experience and wisdom that is needed for the evolution of the spirit within. In essence, there are really no wrong turns, just lessons and consequences that lead to wisdom and evolution. That's the point of our visiting this planet and this physical reality. When working with the pyramid spread, if your card falls into the circle of body and health, it indicates that knowing you have free will and there is no special judgment of your actions often leads to making decisions that may not seem to be in your best interest. This is seen when dealing with the upkeep of the body and our general overall health. While the physical body is really just an avatar which carries our spirit through a physical lifetime and then is discarded, doesn't mean it shouldn't be cared for. As with any vehicle, over time there should be care and upkeep. This is a time when focus should be on caring for the body and letting go of things that will harm it or limit its ability to carry us through a lifetime. Unlike cars, the body cannot be traded in for a newer model, a different color, or better options. At this time, it's important to focus on the care of your vehicle. Let go of those practices that are harming it and put the appropriate fuel into it. You're coming to a time when there needs to be adjustments in this area. You are very aware of what needs to be changed, and yet you put it off until another day. Please remember that though there is no judgment of your abuse to yourself, there are consequences to your actions, and if your physical vehicle breaks down, the spirit may well be trapped in a vehicle that does not run, and the consequences will be right there with the spirit. There is always the opportunity for change, and the human body can and will heal itself if you supply the proper fuel. The choice, of course, is always yours. If your card falls in the circle for future, it indicates there is great potential for changes coming up for you. And to be honest, there are really no bad directions you can go in. They all have challenges and learning situations connected to them, and it looks as though it will be the same challenges, just a different situation for the same lesson. Actually, the only bad decision is no decision. It is time for change, and there is an inner feeling that you need to move forward. So, of course, you do. Growth means change, and change is a good thing for you, for you seem to have taken situations that felt like you had found a very good groove, and that over time turned into be a rut. Ruts are circles that go nowhere, and though you feel motion, it doesn't seem to get you further along the pathway you are here to follow. Moving on from a rut means you have to change your pattern. You move in new directions and find new areas to become involved in. Change is always good, though sometimes a bit uncomfortable. There is a shift in your creativity, and you open to new directions that will draw you forward into new venues. Next time you feel like you have found a good groove, start looking for new directions before it becomes a rut and is harder to get out of. The more creative, the greater the change, and the more unique, the longer it will take you to create the groove that you will eventually have to get out of. This is growth, and you determine the direction and the intensity of the changes. If your card falls in the circle for career and finances, it means there are new directions that are opening for you, and change is in the wind. Yours is an energy that seeks change and new challenges in order to keep your talents finely tuned. You're a people person on some very unique levels, and whatever you choose as far as a career, you need to have people around you that are as unique as you are. Doors open frequently to you, so different focus is something that will challenge you. Your ability to intuit next steps in any situation make you valuable in a variety of different occupations. You're not a cubicle person, though if you had to be for a while, you would survive, but you wouldn't be real happy. An unusual sense of humor is one of your most valuable tools and will lighten any situation and allow stability to be restored. Make sure there are several different projects going on in your free time so that you can switch your focus back and forth and not get bored with any routine that will slow you down. Color and light seem to be of great import to you as well. Creativity will flow when challenged and often open doors to new arenas for you to conquer. If your card falls within the circle for mind, it indicates that the dimensions open to you within the inner mind are expanding greatly as you explore new directions and possibilities. You draw on not only this lifetime, but from memories and lessons of past lifetimes as well, taking the information, blending it with current times, and expanding the vistas open to you. You begin to see new opportunities and new options to address the current situations that now surround you. You don't think as much as view, and because of this quality, you're able to address all perspectives with greater clarity than others. You draw wisdom from many different places, and as a result have information that others may have missed. Small details often become the keys to unlock massive dilemmas. Attention to details is a skill you have developed over many lifetimes, and as a result, what is missed by others you pick up on immediately. There is the element of seeking quiet or alone time to allow the mind to come to silence and peace within, so that you're able to focus on what is most important at that moment in time. Those quiet moments are very important to you, so make sure you schedule them. If not, you could overwhelm yourself with too much information on too many different subjects and lose your focus. To pull yourself back into focus, should this happen, and it has probably a lot, you need to concentrate on sorting things out into different files within yourself and then address them one at a time. For this, you need quiet, no distractions. Good luck finding it. If your card falls in the circle of love, it indicates you are a free spirit. and finding something in everyone to be admired. You give yourself to situations and individuals openly with no expectations of a return to your investments of self. Yours is a spirit that flows easily on the love you carry within, and there have been times when a bit of discernment might have been a good idea. There is also an inner knowingness and recognition of spirits that you have been with in lifetimes past. Often those memories override the present situations, and you find that others do not have the same memories as you do. This could cause you some confusion from time to time. You love without limitations, and sometimes will not listen to others who have your best interests at heart. Being able to recognize love from lifetimes past is a rare quality, but can cause confusion within you if the feelings are not reciprocated. Be sure to try to keep the objects of affection to this lifetime, and even that will be hard for you at times. You have had great loves in lifetimes past in which you literally pledged to find each other in future lifetimes. This does happen, but often the same great love does not necessarily make the same trip. This time it may transfer as friendship or simple affection. Be ready for those shifts. There will always be love in your life of many different forms. Understand that you crafted this lifetime purposefully to expand on the element of love among many other qualities. This lifetime, you have the free will to adapt to the different levels and kinds of love that surround you, and to also be discerning how much of yourself is appropriate to share with those others in your life. If your card falls in the circle for spirit, it indicates there is a new level of energy available to you and a deeper understanding of the element of free will and the evolution of the spirit carried within. There is a shift in direction and focus as the months roll by. You will find that your interest and focus changes as the spirit draws you into new directions for your growth and evolution. Time does seem to fly, and new areas open up to you, and you find new and most intriguing aspects within yourself that are emerging from the mists within as time calls them forth to blend and enhance your consciousness. Philosophies begin to shift and open to broader implications. Wisdom from out of time enlightens you, and your reality shifts accordingly. New interests and fascinations turn you into talents and gifts that await your call. If not already aware of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, Dr. Durrell's version, and the mysteries carried within, I suggest you check it out. You may well find some old friends here that will expand your focus even more, for ancient you are in many aspects, and the spirit within is drawing from great antiquity to enlighten you, expand you, and evolve you.